can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Good morning, crew. What's up? You already know the drill. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And follow me on my Instagram page. We're booming over there. Murse Clyde. Again, link here, link down in the description box. So check this out. I have some new exclusive for y'all, okay? Some exclusive for y'all. I want to talk to y'all about my clinical experience as I am obviously on my way to work. So let me tell y'all what happened to me at clinical, because it's a story that's so unbelievable for me that if I didn't experience it myself, you know, you get the drift. Okay, so y'all know I'm at clinical at a cardiac unit. I think I've told y'all that once before. Forgive the windshield wipers in the back. I have them on very low setting, and the rain is just slowly crunching on my window. I'm sure you can hear it. Anyway, so clinical experience. So I walk on the floor like normal. My particular patient was a easier patient, just in the sense that, you know, for the most part she could do for herself. So I did have an opportunity to see some other patients, spend a little more time with some different patients on the floor. So my patient had, so she was good. The patient was good. I had the opportunity to do a neuro assessment on a patient. You know, the charge nurse from the floor thought it would be a really good opportunity for me to see that, because I was speaking with her and letting her know, like, you know, oh, it's so cool because, I mean, as you guys know, we just finished learning about neuro and strokes and all of that good stuff. So this was a CVA patient. Actually, in a sense, in the process of the CVA. So I had opportunity to do the assessment. What was cool for me is the patient and all of their, you know, manifestations were textbook. You you tell a person raise their hand, or raise both of their hands, and they only raise one, or squeeze your hand with both of their fists, only maybe squeezes one. Have them smile, you see the droop. Have them lift the leg. They were completely neglecting one of their. They were neglecting their left side. Left side was completely neglected. And for me, what was really amazing was, since I had just learned this, there was a real correlation, and it really made sense as to what I was seeing, what was manifesting, even down to the, you know, the things that you'll see, in a sense, like psychologically, with right versus left side CVA. So I thought that was so amazing. But it gets even bigger than that. So the charge nurse tells me, oh, you know, we're gonna have this patient airlifted over to another hospital because they needed a procedure for the CVA because of the location of the CVA, and because of the duration. It had been almost 24 hours, almost, not quite, but almost 24 hours. And that patient needed to be there like quick. So riding in an ambulance was not an option. The patient needed to be airlifted in a helicopter to this new facility. And guess who got to get the patient together, ready, and loaded onto the helicopter? This guy right here. Oh my God, it was so amazing. Let me tell you guys. So these two professionals from the helicopter, from the flight team, there was a flight paramedic and a flight nurse. When I tell you guys, they came in looking like badasses, excuse my French, but they did look like badasses with their futuristic looking uniforms and I mean all of their super cool equipment. It was just amazing. Obviously we had to do our assessment. We had to get our set of vitals before we can send them off, but we also had to get allow the flight team to get their own sets of vitals, just so they can establish their own baseline. So awesome. And so we got them loaded on this gurney thing. Wasn't quite a gurney, but we got them loaded on it. And it will be the thing that will lock into place on the actual helicopter. So it had all of these different straps and contraptions, and they wrapped him in like a metallic looking blanket material to preserve his heat, because, you know, obviously he's going to be up in the air where it's colder and cooler, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not certain if helicopters have, I've never been on a helicopter, so I'm not sure if helicopters have heating systems, or maybe this particular one doesn't, because it's such a I don't want to say such a critical situation. If you need to be airlifted, you must be critical, you know what I mean? So it's probably focused on getting there as opposed to warming the patient. So anyway, they have this blanket, so we load them on, you know, we walk them. So at first, let me just back up just a second. We were not even supposed to, I wasn't supposed to help going down. I just was supposed to help get them loaded on the gurney, get them secured, and then they were going to wheel them down. This amazing flight nurse said, "Hey, student," I'm okay, I'll answer to that. Do you mind helping get the patient, we're going to need an extra hand getting the patient on the helicopter? Well, of course, I'll do that. So so we go down. Blood is pumping, adrenaline is pumping. This is cool. This is a new aspect of nursing that I didn't see, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a second, but let me just finish my story. So, you know, we walked down, and first we're down outside. We finally get outside. We go through like the ER and all of that, because I guess that's where the helipad is. So we go down, and I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe they're going to, because I saw a ambulance that was open, and and I assumed that maybe they were going to load them on the ambulance and then drive to the helicopter. But as we're outside and we're walking around this bend, so there's you walk out, and then right in front of you there are the ambulance parked. But then if you swoop around, you'll see the helipad, and there it was, in all of its glory, the helicopter. So he goes over and get them loaded. Now, let me tell y'all, I don't know if this is true for all of the helicopters, but this particular helicopter, the space for the loading, I mean, it was literally just enough for the gurney. It was so tight because you got to think there's a pilot, the paramedic, and the flight nurse already. You know, helicopters are only but so big. And then you have to have another space for this long stretcher gurney thing. And then the patient. So, you know, it was tight. But we like got them up in like two lifts. So we lifted them up, got them in, turned them, and slid them back, which was so awesome. And then you heard it click, click. It clicked into place. So we got them on, and then they said, hey, y'all just step back behind the line and watch us take off. Yo. That was so bomb. Like, so we're lifting, you know, we're waving, and the chopper is just going. It was amazing. Do you know what I mean? It was awesome. It was, you know, it kind of gave me a real sense of fullness and accomplishment by getting to see that, you know. It was my first time seeing that. So really quickly, I just want to touch on, there are so many different pathways nursing can take you. And I've already known that because, I mean, I've seen so many different specialties in nursing, but this is just one of those other things that, you know, there's no reason why, if nursing is your passion, preface that, if nursing is your passion, it's okay if you get bored on whatever floor you're on. There are so many ways that you can take care of patients, you know, use your nursing license other than, you know, the typical, you know, avenues. Nursing is so broad, and nursing is so, there's just endless possibilities, you know what I mean? I don't know. It was so cool. It's not something that I'm considering. I'm not interested in flying. Maybe something down the line, who knows? But the fact of the matter is, it was cool to see. I got to see nursing from a different point of view. I thought that was amazing. And, you know, I mean, I love a helicopter. At least, you know, I've seen it on TV, so I love it. And then seeing this was just amazing. So I was full for the rest of the day. Anyway, new video's up. Go ahead and I'll link it up. I will holler at y'all later because I am pulling into campus per usual. I will holler at y'all later. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Share it if you have a moment. And follow me on Instagram. I will holler at y'all later, alright? Peace.